don't owe me nothing. That's your birthday present.
Well, we also have a hotel, too.
Oh, well, yeah. Good. And you paid for that for your birthday.
We're going to Prof.
Bestie was like, how much is it? And you're like, it was free. And she's like, there's a price right there. And you're like, so fight me.
You get the tickets. I get the hotel. Bestie gets the
Dinner.
drinks. Done. Dinner.
Whatever.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
We always figure it out. We're
always
giving.
even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're always very given to each other. We're always even. Yeah.
Anyways.
I look like an ex-girlfriend on our single text. Because like when it's the three of us, the besties, we're like boom, 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 boom. And then I just send you different things like for the podcast. I know you're not going to respond, but I showed Julia, I'm like, look at this. I look like an ex-girlfriend, but it truly is just stuff that we need to talk about tonight.
Sometimes I answer. Sometimes I just go, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm too busy right now, Meredith. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you Tuesday.
And I never even there's no questions on there. I'm just like, hey, for the podcast, or hey, this is happening. I'm sending you screenshots off of Facebook. Well, I know that you see it.
Half the time I'm sleeping when you say
because somehow I became this night person. Well, not really.
It's like 7:30.
I'm just gonna say that. It's not really
I just
that
get
late.
up at 3:30 in the morning.
I know you do. My gosh. So when I stepped away from where we work and I worked somewhere else for 3 years, they started at 9.
Yeah.
It was 9 to 5 every day.
Yeah.
So my butt got used to getting up at
8:45.
Yes. Yes. Because at night sometimes they would have events.
Yeah.
So then I would take the train home from West Loop.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't get home till midnight. So I was like setting that alarm at 8:55. I'd have a meeting at 9.
Yeah.
So now we all start early.
Early.
I mean, sometimes I'm getting phone calls at 5:15, 5:30, and I don't mind.
My sister was like, yesterday for your birthday, why is Meredith up at 2:30 in the morning?
So I have this awesome thing happening right now where I fall asleep right at 9. Like it starts to I start to yawn and I get off of TikTok and I fall asleep at 9.
Oh, that's 5 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I wake up like between 1 and 2 o'clock and I'm up for 3 hours. Then I maybe get a nap in for about an hour and then I'm up.
That's
then I'm working out
terrible.
or on the whichever computer and then I'm in stores, at the office, whatever, and then I do it all over again.
I'm like, I could sleep like 12, 13 hours.
Not
every night.
I used to.
Yeah.
And I think I do on the weekends. So I think it's a little bit of a stress-related thing Monday through Friday where, I think of things and then I'm ready to get them going, so I think that's what it is.
So you're not like worried about oversleeping or anything?
No.
You're just thinking about activities and tasks for the day.
Did I really reach out to that person? I'm looking at my sent box and did I do this? And the answer is always yes with this job, which is really neat. Like I'm pretty on it.
Yeah.
As soon as I have a meeting, I'm sending stuff off. As soon as I know stuff, I'm sending stuff off.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I look back, I'm like, oh, did I answer that person back? Or, oh, wait, did I call that person?
Yeah.
The answer is always yes.
Yeah.
So it's not like I wake up in a panic. I just wake up and think about stuff.
Yeah.
Like maybe, or how did I say that? Did I answer that right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Is this anxiety or Clopen?
Oh. Well, I thought we were on Clopen.
I think it's just, but you know what? That's just life. That's just life for me.
You hate that word.
I hate that word.
Talking about getting up early in the morning.
Yeah.
I got a new coffee pot.
You did?
Finally.
No more bun?
So I loved the bun.
Yes.
Right? I've known Johnny for 20 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we've always had a bun. And if you don't know, which I think I've brought it up before, but if you don't know, bun has a lifetime warranty on it, right? So you purchase it. It breaks, whatever, it's just not working well, you call them, they'll have you send it in, and they'll send you a new one.
Yeah.
So I've done that before, and they send you a refurbished one, which that's fine. I don't care, but it just wasn't working good anymore. And the reason I like it is because it's instant coffee in the morning, right? Like, it takes no time to brew. Mm-hmm. Our coffee pot up at the cabin, it takes 25 minutes to brew a pot of coffee, like, no lie. I'm dying by the time the coffee's ready.
Yeah.
So I've been shopping around and looking on Amazon and going to the store and looking at these, and I finally bought one today.
Good for you.
And I don't like it already.
Oh, no. Is it K-Cup?
It's not. No.
Okay, so you're making pots every time. Okay.
I usually make them. Like me and Johnny can drink a pot of coffee in the morning.
Yeah, sure.
Because really like a 1-cup serving out of a coffee pot, that's a half a cup,
Yeah.
I drink my one mug, and then I always take a big to go,
Mm-hmm.
and then Johnny has enough to fill his to go out of it. So what I do like is I brewed a pot of coffee in it today, and it was done in 5 minutes. It was good. It's fast. But the setup on it, I don't like. The way you put the water in it, I don't like. It's got a filter on it. And it's
you don't like.
Now this is something else I'm going to have to buy all the time. I don't know.
What do you mean filter? Gold filter?
A water
silver
filter.
Oh.
It's a little disc.
Yes.
So if any of you have this brand, I think is it Mr. Coffee? I can't even remember. But anyways, it'll do. But I'm just sad.
And it takes about 5 minutes, you said?
But yeah, it does brew quick. But it also has preset, right? I never needed the preset because it's you put that water in and close that lid and it's brewing coffee.
Yeah.
And so now I'm ooh. So I set it for very early in the morning.
Yes. And so when you wake up, you're going to smell coffee.
Yeah.
Make sure you do it as AM, not PM, because that's the kind of stuff I do. I get all excited. I'm 4 a.m. And then in the afternoon, I'm working. I'm why do I smell coffee?
Yeah.
Because it starts making it at 4 p.m.
Now you're going to make me
and
double
make
check
sure
that.
your grounds are in there. Make sure your carafe is good. Because this is just all the mistakes I've made.
I was impressed with the brew time, though. I think the new coffee pots are getting better. So
good.
I hope. Yeah. Anyways, that's my
So
story.
we have a Keurig, and it's got both. It's got the carafe and so carafe's for weekends for us because we will drink a whole pot of coffee.
Yeah.
And then the K-cups. And Steve has the what do you call it? It's like a K-cup, but he can reuse. So
refillable one. Yeah.
So we can buy bags or we buy K-cups.
Oh, yeah.
For example, Smoked Butterscotch from Starbucks has been in our stores.
Smoked Butterscotch?
That's what it's called. And I was first that reminds me of your drink. But then I was I love butterscotch.
My new fashion.
It's terrible.
It was so good.
And so I kept watching it. I'm man, I really want to try that. That sounds great. I love butterscotch. I don't know about the smoked, whatever. So it was finally on clearance for $6.99. Not really clearance, And so I went to go scan 2 of them. They were $3.
Get out.
Oh, I walked back and bought 4.
More?
I bought 6 altogether.
Get out. What if you don't like it?
So if I get a good deal on K-cups, I'll get it. But if not, then we'll use the refillable or the bags because it's just cheaper because of how much we drink coffee. It's still cheaper than going to Starbucks and all of that, right? Because I'm not spending $6 a cup here. I don't like it.
Damn it. You know what? I would say
I was so disappointed.
I would say I'd take a bag off of you, but I hate butterscotch. I hate butterscotch. Do you know a lot of caramel? I'm doing air quotes. Caramel. It tastes like butterscotch to me.
Yeah.
I hate that.
What makes the difference? Is it a little bit of rum or something? Or what makes the difference in the caramel and the butterscotch?
I don't know.
We're going to have to look. That's going to have to be an episode of what makes the difference of caramel and butterscotch and whatever else.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But sometimes caramel tastes like butterscotch. You'll get a syrup for coffees or maybe a coffee creamer that's caramel. And it tastes like butterscotch. It's fake caramel taste. It tastes like butterscotch.
Gosh. Darn it.
So anyways, if anybody wants some smoked butterscotch.
Oh, gosh, darn it.
Maybe we'll have to do a fall giveaway.
You know what it is? There's just no flavor to it.
Really?
I was really hoping for the smoky, sweet, almost like a caramel, not really. And I was this is it. No, it just tastes like your regular coffee.
Oh, that sucks.
So, but I got it cheap, so I'm going to drink it. Gave me a good buzz this morning.
That's actually the first pot of coffee I made in my new coffee pot because, me and the sis were we have to have coffee. And it was the cinnamon the hell kind is it now? It's a pink bag.
Dolce?
Starbucks. No, it's cinnamon. Oh, I just had it in my head. Anyways, it's delicious.
That's amazing. It'll pop in your head later. Maybe. Caramel that sounds delish.
Cinnamon
and you put a little bit of cinnamon in there too?
No.
You put creamer?
I put creamer. Yeah.
We're out of creamer right now.
Nice creamer.
We have almond milk. It's so boring.
Oh.
So I got the smoked butterscotch that I don't like in almond milk. I'm like,
well,
wow.
The creamer could make the difference in that coffee.
Yeah.
You think?
Yes.
Maybe.
Caramel coffee?
I'll tell you what.
Caramel creamer?
I had to empty out my old coffee pot, right? Because the bun holds water.
Oh, sure.
So you got to dump it upside down.
Yeah.
And it actually comes out like the spout that it brews from when you dump it upside down. The shit that came out of there.
Oh, no.
I knew it. I knew it.
Do you think maybe it could have been making you sick, too? Like not feeling great or anything like that? Like, I wonder if you will notice in the next couple of weeks that you feel better.
No, probably not. It's like, here's
when
some
you say
germs.
this shit comes out, you mean mold, right?
It wasn't mold. I think it was just like, we have hard water.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like it's like
was
calcium,
it rusty or
kind of rusty.
That okay, white.
And
still not great for the body, but
yeah, I put vinegar through it. Yeah. Probably not as much as I should. Mm-hmm. But I think it's really hard to clean because it holds that hot water in there. It's like your water heater. It's just constantly heating that water.
Yep.
So I don't know. Anyways, not to gross you guys out.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
So did you work today or were you off?
I was off.
Oh, nice. Did you call off?
Yeah, I took a PTO.
Or you planned it?
I took a PTO.
Okay, so it was planned yesterday when you were like...
Well, we turned on our heat.
Okay.
And that always gets me like all...
Yes.
Yes. We finally turned on the heat.
Is it allergies? Is it a cold? Is it
yeah. And then we were out all weekend. We went and saw Ty and Kendra and the baby this weekend. And so it's like...
Am I sick? I know.
And the baby was like coughing the whole time right in my mouth.
Oh, no. They do that.
He's like all snotty and coffee, and I was like, I think he's just getting teeth, but I don't know. He just coughed like in my eyeballs.
So today is Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. So what I did, the reason why I asked, and actually Julia thought of this. She said, hey, can you put on Clopen how often people think about calling off, going home, anything like that? And I said, what a great subject to talk about.
I mean, if you ask me, it's every day.
Right.
Yeah. I just don't want to work.
Usually for me, it takes someone to make me upset, customer or a weird interaction that I'm like, I should just go home.
Well, it's like...
Because I love my job. It's the outside,
right.
And
I don't want to say I love my job.
Yeah.
I like my job.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in a situationship with my job.
Yes.
I like it
relationship.
A lot, but it's like every morning I'm like, fuck. Do I want to do this? Why can't I be rich? Why can't I retire already? And then I'm looking at my husband, my retired husband, sleeping in the bed with the dog, and I'm just like, you guys make me sick. Go do something. You should be up right now because I have to be up, So
it's not the job itself. It's just going to a job.
And
that's
then I get there
no fun.
and I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. Like, hey, what's up, so-and-so? Like, oh my God, this is such a good job.
Yeah.
And then I get home and I'm like, God, thank God that's over. It's probably the traffic.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
I actually just the past couple Sundays had the little like squeamish, like, oh, tomorrow's Monday. What does my week look like? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was because of different things that I had to do. Like I was nervous about getting them done.
Yeah.
And now I didn't. Like this past Sunday, it was fine. Like I had it all planned out, or who's going to write back or am I going to talk to this person? Sometimes that
and we
gets
got
me.
Resets coming up and I'm
we
just
do.
like, fuck.
I'm super excited for those.
I have
Not
to be up at like 2 a.m. then. Fuck.
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. start, right?
Well, I try to. Yeah. I try to at the latest. At the very latest. Really in my preferred world, I would like to get there at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And start at 5 a.m.
No customers.
Yeah.
Less disruption to the team.
Yes.
Yeah.
But since we are currently missing an employee, I have to go out of my little district.
Oh, sure.
And go farther. So.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know that, actually.
Oh, you didn't know
I didn't know that. I only looked at myself. You're giving me a look how do you know? I didn't look at you.
Because
I didn't look at your schedule, I should say.
The boss was like, hey, didn't you say you wouldn't mind going down to the city? And remember, I was like,
I did know that.
That wasn't me. That was Patricia. And he's just like, LOL, wanted to kill me. And I was like, oh, it's fine. I always
what do they call those?
Yes.
Alter egos?
Yeah. I always want to say yes, but sometimes, man, do I want to say no.
He's hard to say no to.
He is.
Yeah,
absolutely.
he's a good guy.
Most people I don't want to say for.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Not like I work
with.
for
I always
them,
say with, no
yeah.
matter what. Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the people who have to ask me favors, it's pretty hard to say no to them. So
look, I have to wear my glasses because it gives me a headache.
You are silly.
All right, so Monday
is the number one day that people want to call
by
off.
far the most popular day. 20% of sick day searches occurring on the first day of the workday. This is based on Google. So Google's saying they know how people are off because of the Google searches.
Yeah.
It says Garfield was right, I guess. Mondays suck.
I was going to say, does Google know? Because people are like, how do I call off today?
Yeah, or maybe they're searching for how they feel. Or
what are my symptoms?
Yeah, what are my symptoms and how
it's
do
never
I...
lupus.
Yeah. Shockingly, what day do you think is the least popular according to their data?
Wednesday.
Fridays.
Really?
But I could see that. Fridays are paydays for many.
Friday is payday, and most likely you can sneak out early.
It's a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Workload-wise.
What's that one Bri guy or whatever? That is so a Monday task, right? You could do that on Fridays, I feel like.
Yeah. We put that in the next year box.
Yes.
After Labor Day.
He goes, this is just going to have to be after the new year. He was like in July. I love it. Holidays heavily impact sick days. First of all, why are we working on holidays? Welcome to retail.
Well, probably Christmas is on a Wednesday this year. Okay, how much does that suck?
Yeah, that's right.
We're lucky we get Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So we have to work Monday. We have Tuesday, Wednesday off.
And then have to go back Thursday,
Friday.
Yes, right.
Sick.
So how many people are taking off that Monday?
That whole week.
Or that whole week, right?
That whole week.
If they can. Sometimes they're blackout days.
Anybody who's above our pay grade is.
Taking the whole week?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The week.
Working from home.
Sure.
Air quotes.
Between Christmas and New Year's is very quiet.
Oh, yeah.
It's very quiet.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do during that week.
Unless you're a cashier.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Or a waitress or a stalker.
7 of the 10 sickest days were holiday related. So people said, I can't make it.
Day after a holiday.
So for retail, it's Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, New Year's. People call off for those.
Yeah. Yeah.
The day after Christmas was the most popular day to skip work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Who's not hungover on Christmas? I don't care if you don't even drink.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't drink, you're hungover on Christmas. Like, so many activities. You got to go to your parents and then your in-laws, and the kids are crazy, and you've been going since probably 5 a.m. The kids wake you up. Oh, Santa came, and you're just like, fuck, I went to bed 2 hours ago.
Yeah. This is funny that it mentions this because I worked with someone, his name was Javier.
Yeah.
Years and years ago, 25 years ago. And he would always tell me daylight savings time messed him up so bad that he always had to take the day off and the day after. Because he said for some reason it really affected him where he had to sleep all the time.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it's on the list. It says daylight savings time, Martin Luther King Day, those Mondays. I think they're in those Monday, all of that kind of stuff. They're
You know
missed.
what, though? Also, Martin Luther King Day, if you have kids and they're off of school and you don't have childcare, you ain't going to work either.
Think about the whole year, big celebrations, what we talk about, not a holiday, right? But it's just a real big, especially if it's happening in the city that it's happening. It's notorious a Monday for a call off, which I think that's why Mondays hit this 20%. So think of it, beginning of the year, some big party, everyone gets together. I know it's tough. I'm sorry.
For the beginning of the year?
It's kind of in the beginning of the year, but it's not New Year's.
Hold on, don't
I know. I want everybody else to think about this.
Are you thinking about Mardi Gras?
Close
To Mardi Gras.
You think even bigger, though, because that's kind of
even
New Orleans.
Bigger?
This happens in every city. Everyone celebrates it. Everyone gets together. There's
St.
huge
Patrick's
parties.
Day.
There's huge parties for it. Lots of food. People love watching the
Super
commercials.
Bowl.
You got it. You got it. You
Jesus.
got it.
Jesus.
It's called Super Sick Monday, the Monday after the Super Bowl. Notorious for work call-offs. I know a lot of people that just take it off.
Take it off.
Just take it off.
Just take it off. Request it now.
It didn't quite make the top 10 here, but it's definitely one that people understand. Yeah. So, cool, right?
You know what? I only watch Super Bowl for the halftime show. Not even the commercials.
Oh, sure.
That's it.
Yeah.
Halftime show.
Yeah.
And then I
like it all. I like it all. We have a good time. We're a big football family. So I grew up with a mom that loves the Bears and a dad that loves the Packers. They each have their own room to watch the games. That's my life. If that is my childhood in a nutshell, there you go.
Yeah.
So 12/26, the day after Christmas, top 10.
Yeah.
The day after Easter, 4/22.
I could see Easter. I almost called off last Easter.
Yeah.
I was sick and hungover.
What is it? Mimosas? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So the day after New Year's, right?
What is my tradition?
Going to dinner and going home?
New Year's. I do not work the first day of the year.
Oh, yes. Correct.
So I
was thinking about when we went to Richmond Brat House. We had a 4:00 dinner and we all went home. And you didn't drink, but somehow you were still off the next day. I'm like, what the hell? That's right. I forgot.
That's my tradition.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's like PTO starts that day.
Yeah.
Got to take the first day of the year off.
Yeah, I love that. I don't know how I forgot that because I remember thinking that. I'm like, what are you doing? You're like, I'm off. I'm like, why? What happened?
It's the first work day of the year.
And I'm not doing it.
Possibly do it. And I just got refreshed PTO.
Right, exactly.
How do you not take that first fresh?
Yeah, I agree.
It's like a fresh step in the snow.
It's the right step, it sounds like. The day after Mother's Day. The Monday after 4th of July.
Absolutely.
8/12.
What the hell is 8/12?
It's
Labor Day?
Every time it's a Monday around that time. Every time it's a Monday.
August?
You know why?
Why?
Because it's that last nice, good day before you get into fall here, Midwest. Yeah. But it is truly. There's a Monday in August. I think it was like the 24th this year.
Yeah.
There's a Monday in August that everyone seems to call off because you get that last 80-degree sunny day. So everyone does their last minute things. And then they start their, other stuff. School,
and then
maybe.
They start their packing on their pounds.
Is that school,
for the holidays.
Maybe? Yeah. The day after St. Patrick's Day, I could absolutely see that. And then there's a mid-month of October Monday that everybody, so I could see that too. That would just be happening, like it would be this upcoming Monday.
Yeah.
Last year for 2023, October 25th was the number one day called off.
Really?
Yeah. Crazy.
It was a Monday?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
A lot of Halloween parties.
Maybe.
That weekend.
Maybe. That's how it, I'm wondering how this is going to be because Halloween's on a Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, and I would expect the Monday before Halloween and then the Monday after Halloween because both weekends are going to have major parties, right?
Yeah. I really haven't been looking because I'm not going to be celebrating.
I know.
But, well, I am going to be celebrating because I got Steve his costume along with mine, so I can't wait to do that. But we're going to have to do pictures before, so.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Halloween, let's talk about the top costumes for this year.
Ooh.
Top costumes. Go ahead.
Number one costume.
Go ahead.
Beetlejuice.
Who in Beetlejuice, though, is going to be number one?
Beetlejuice.
But who? Not Beetlejuice.
Don't make me say it again. You almost got me to say it 3 times. It's not him, huh? Is it?
Who?
No, I'm not saying it again. I already said it twice.
So, yes, it will be.
Oh, okay.
But also Shrunken Head Bob.
Dude, because everybody, feels so bad for Shrunken Head Bob.
I know, he's just still in the waiting room. What happened, Bob? Obviously, we're expected to see plenty of Bee Juice. But Shrunken Head Bob is number one on here.
I could see that.
There's another one called Ray Gun. That's the breakdancer from the Olympics. Rachel Gunn, I think her name was. What is it? Rachel Ray Gunn. She was the breakdancer that went viral because she truly thought she was super good at breakdancing.
Stop.
In the yellow tracksuit. I believe it was a yellow tracksuit.
I saw memes of it, but I never saw it.
That's her. And the way that she was breakdancing was truly her way of doing it. So everyone is going to want to be her, I guess. Green and yellow tracksuit, I believe she had on. Just picture. She squeaks along the gym floor. That's number 2, they say.
Okay.
I guess there's a character from the popular horror video Poppy's Playtime called Catnap, but I'm not familiar with that one. I do not
know what any of
It's
what
the
you
most
just said.
searched of all the games, creepy smiling critters resembling an eerie purple wide-mouthed cat.
Cheshire cat.
Kind of, that's what it sounds. Yeah, that's what it kind of sounds like, but it's Catnap.
Okay.
Character from a popular horror video.
All right.
Poppy's Playtime. Dolores from Beetlejuice, the soul-sucking bride.
Oh, yeah.
So she had all the, right? Because didn't he cut her up? Sorry if we're telling people everything.
No, don't listen.
Don't listen. Spoiler alert. Not only creepy, but she's got the gothic flowing hair and makes a perfect mix of scary. And, of course, you can sexy that one up, right? Any female one I feel like you can do.
So if you could be anybody, if you could dress up as anybody from either the original or the second, which one would you choose?
I already was Beetlejuice a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like I would just do that again.
Yeah.
Although shrunken head bob would be fun, but how would I shrink my head? I got a pretty big head.
I would say you would probably build up a sports jacket where you were looking through the tie.
Yeah.
Or something.
And then the head would be on top of my head.
Would be on top. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're clever.
Yeah. That's what I would say.
Yeah. So another one that I noticed is from the movie Inside Out. There's anxiety, there's envy, there's all the different feelings from inside emotions. Thank you.
Yeah.
From Inside Out, and that just kind of keeps going on all these lists.
Seen them?
I haven't seen it.
Me neither.
No. Red from Descendants is another one. It must be Disney Channel and fantasy. Let's see, it says Disney Channel musical fantasy films, so I haven't seen that one.
No.
Dr. Doom it's a Marvel character. Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh.
Okay. She's a pop icon, fashion as well, singer. Okay. Lady Deadpool.
Oh.
Lady Deadpool costume for everyone.
Okay.
And also Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Would be a good one.
Yeah.
A Chipotle burrito.
What? That's so random.
We're like, oh, yeah. It's their first ever line of Halloween costumes this year. So go be a burrito.
Chipotle, just give me more steak on my salad.
Black beans or brown beans? Rice or brown rice?
Regular rice, no beans.
Extra. They need to have a tag for the avocado extra. Extra for
$2.
So anger, disgust, anxiety, Inside Out. Everyone's going to be different Inside Out characters, and then Wolverine's on here as well.
Yeah.
So those are the top 15. I looked up twice. So one of these is from USA Today.
Okay.
2024. And then this one's from Time. So let's just see if there's any that are the same, because I just wanted to see. Shrunken Head Bob is number 1, which is wild.
Yeah.
Ray Gun, Catnap, Dolores, Pomni, Envy from the Inside Out. Every single one of them are the same.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's not the same article either.
They got their same information.
Top 10
from the
trending,
same place.
and then USA Today was top 15 trending.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
So I am not going to say.
You're not doing anything.
I'm not going to say, but it is a sitcom comedy.
Yeah.
The only reason why is because I have to be very comfortable. I'm having surgery on the 25th, and I have to be comfortable. So I'm like, what would be comfortable on my body?
Yeah.
And it's a moo-moo.
Yeah.
So yes, that's the only thing I will.
So are you just getting dressed up to take pictures and hand out candy?
Correct.
Yeah.
And to stay comfortable.
You're not going nowhere.
I'm not going nowhere.
No.
I can't. I can't drive for 10 days.
Yeah.
And then I'll be working from home for a few weeks. So if you think about all the characters everywhere, and someone said, we need you to go perform, but you need to be a character. Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, but I was just thinking because my thing is on the right.
Oh, it is. You're like looking at me and we're the same. Yeah, it's like looking in the mirror. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine.
Put the cords
if I
to
talk
the left.
this way or this way, does it sound different when I go back and forth?
Uh-uh.
So if you were to, like, you had all the money in the world and they said, like sometimes these artists or whatever, they go and have people go and dress them. What would be like your dream costume?
So my favorite person that does Halloween crazy every year is, what the hell is her name? Isn't she married to a soccer player? Heidi Klum.
Oh, that's who you would want to be?
Okay.
No. She does really great stuff. Yes. I was like, you want to be Heidi Klum?
I could never.
Anyone knows Heidi Klum?
Her Halloween costumes. Look at her peacock.
Yes. Everyone look up Heidi Klum Halloween costumes.
In the year that she dressed as the worm, the earthworm.
Yep.
Which, everybody jokes around about with their boyfriends, like, if I was a worm, would you still love me? And her husband still loves her.
Aww.
So anyways, I believe we've talked about her Halloween costumes before.
Was she Jessica Rabbit at one time too?
Probably. Yes. Yeah. It shows Jessica Rabbit. Yeah. And then it shows her all old. Look at her old lady one.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Does she have a party or do we know?
She does. Yes. And she has a whole team of people that dress her up, and it's so amazing.
Wow.
Oh my God. I didn't even notice the peacock is a bunch of different people. Look it's a bunch of different people.
Wow. Oh, that's their legs sticking out? Oh,
yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure we have talked about her before on Halloween, because if I had all the money in the world, that's exactly what I would do is hire somebody to come up with a costume idea for me every year and then put me in it.
Yeah, absolutely. How fun.
I wouldn't even have to think about it unless I was like, you know what? Make me a worm this year.
Do you know Sanderson sisters?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have to share those photos again because those were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Am I Winnie? Was I Winnie?
Yes.
Okay, so I thought so.
Yeah.
So you know how I watch all those fizz drops for those rings?
Yes.
There's a Winnie.
Get out.
There's a Winnie, and she's rude. So, you know what I'm talking about? It's they have these
bath bombs.
They're bath bombs, but they go and drop them, and rings come out of it.
I just ran into Hoof Talk the other day.
So. I love Hoof Talk. Welcome back to Nick the Hoof Guy.
We really need to get off of that app.
Absolutely not. Well, you can see this something line defect. Welcome back to Nate the Hoof Guy. Anyways, there's a Winnie.
Okay.
And
her name is Winnie?
No. She's Winnie. She dresses up.
Like
she
Winnie.
goes live 3 or 4 times a week to drop these bath bombs.
Okay.
And then they go and scoop the ring out, and they let people know what it is. 125 sizzles is how much it's worth, because they can't say dollars. But she's rude. She keeps her lips puckered. And she'll go to look, and she's like, you're not going to like this one. It's ugly. And then she puts it out, and people love it. Thousands of people watch her, and I'm one of them. Well, actually, I can't watch her very long because I can't watch the character that long. You know what I mean? But it's incredible. It's not even for Halloween. I saw it months ago. This is what she does. She dresses up as Winnie every night.
Okay.
She's got the heart lips.
I forgot about people doing the lives as AI. Remember? And they would, so you would send them a gift, say it was a cowboy hat, and they would be like this.
And they move back and forth?
Yahoo! And then they'd be like, ice cream. Yum, yum, yum. Remember those?
No.
You never saw those?
No.
God, I forgot about those.
I'm so glad my phone's upstairs.
I haven't seen
those
anybody
people
do
were
it in a long
getting
time.
paid for that.
Yes.
I don't know how I went down this dark alley. I don't know. I watched true crime on there too. That's just all the 911 calls and stuff.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I have to be in a pretty good mood to watch them. But I don't know. I went down this dark alley, and here was this girl that was insulting people that would send her those things. She'd swipe away the glasses. Get those sunglasses off of me.
Wait.
What? Why are you giving me this heart that says follow me? That. I was like, what the heck am I watching?
Okay, so there's a similar one to her, but she has a spa. I'm doing air quotes because it's faces you can buy to practice doing piercings on and stuff like that, right? Okay.
My God.
So they're silicone faces, right? And so she'd be like,
gives me goosebumps.
With like no eyeballs or anything. You know, like the eyes would be closed and the mouth would just like show like a little bit of teeth, you know?
Okay.
And she would be doing a spa treatment on it, you know, and like, so she'd have like her squirt bottle of water and she'd be like spraying it on there and like, oh, I know, it's so refreshing. Da, 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 da. And somebody would send like, you know, for a while you could send like a campfire and she would be like, oh my God, there's a fire in here. And like take water and like,
that's awesome.
If anybody knows, tag me in one of her videos. I kind of missed that one, and I never followed her.
I don't follow anybody, and somehow they just keep coming back around.
I know. I wonder if she quit doing it. I wonder if. But also, I mean, I'm going to say, what year is it? 2024 now? So I've been on TikTok for almost 4 years probably.
Wow.
And there's like people I totally forgot that I followed that will randomly pop up, you know? Because I never go to friends. I just always stay on the For you.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, and then I looked, I follow like 3,000 people. But I didn't follow that spa lady.
Of course not.
What the hell's wrong with me?
So along with this fizzy stuff, usually you're looking at the person and they're, you know, showing you.
Yeah.
There is also someone else that comes up on my page where she does the ASMR and it's just her hands.
Oh, gosh.
This is wonderful. You did so. Look at, oh my God, it's a purple amethyst with diamonds. 145 sizzles. And she's like real quiet. And so I stop and I'm like, oh my God, her voice is so nice. I'm like, what are you doing? Keep going. And then it's like death again. And then it's like, you know, murder. And then it's whatever else is on my page.
Do you know? So my sister's been watching a lot of Clean Talk, right?
She can come to my house. I can make TikToks and we're cleaning my house.
She's like, can we get this? Can we get this cleaner? Can we get this? I'm like, look at the ratings on Google. So she thought ASMR was a type of cleaner. She goes, what is this ASMR stuff? And I go, you know, the sounds. And she's like, what? What are you talking about, the sounds? And I was like, well, what are you talking about? She's like, it's on all these cleaning videos. I want to buy it. What's ASMR? I want to buy it. And I was like, it's the sound of cleaning. Like, if you like this, that's ASMR, you know? And she's like, oh, no, fuck that. I hate people chewing.
And yet she's watching all these cleaning videos.
I know.
What does it stand for? What is it? Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response? I don't even know if I'm saying that first word right. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
Yeah.
It describes a tingling or static-like sensation that some people experience in response to certain sounds or visuals.
Weird.
You know, I think I might have had that happen when you set me up on TikTok. Me. I was watching someone do something on their hair, and I was like, my head got tingly. I'm like, whoa, no. I just kept on going. I'm like, that is just the weirdest thing.
It got you too
I didn't know it was ASMR. Oh. Not excited, not like that. Like, but I could feel them like scratching their heads. I'm like, what's happening? No, that's not gonna happen.
So speaking of TikTok, also, I made cheese pie today. Which we just
went from ASMR to cheese pie.
Burping up into the microphone.
Always looking for guests. You can share that microphone.
Dude, that cheese pie.
I can't wait. Thank you for bringing it.
It's a British account, and she doesn't make dinner. Her nan and granddaddy make dinner.
Ooh.
And it's literally just mashed potatoes layered with cheese.
I can't wait to have it.
And baked. And it's so good.
Wow. Amazing.
And there's onions in it. And I put a little bit of garlic, salt and pepper.
Sounds amazing. Did you follow her?
I don't think so. I stole her cheese pie recipe and ran.
Is it just me? Or if I click follow on someone, I feel like I'm committed. Like, I like videos. I'll send them to you because I think they're funny. I don't know if I want to keep watching them. Like, I appreciate those that follow both of our accounts.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would want to. I mean, we hardly post, so.
Yeah.
But I feel like quite a few times, like, I've clicked follow and then I couldn't
And then
keep
you're like,
watching.
I'm so over this.
Yeah, I was invested in a couple people, but.
I like the good ones. Like, I follow Lauren. Her name is Lauren. It's just Lauren. And she does pantry cleanouts. Like, she uses food that's expired or past the best by date. And like so many people appreciate her for that. But she also, like, when she started, she had no shop October. Like, she was not spending no money on groceries, using what they had in the pantry. So she was posting her meals.
Oh, yeah.
And then all summer long, we got to see her garden. And that was amazing. She has such an amazing garden. And she makes, like, applesauce and canned tomatoes. And she has a plum tree and, like, all this stuff. Amazing. So it's like, she's definitely kept me interested.
Yes,
it's not the same thing
it's not the same,
over
exactly.
and over. You know, and then, again, now she's in No Shop October.
Yeah.
So.
I do. I don't follow them, but they keep coming up on my thing with different people that have illnesses. And then some. Because I want to save everybody.
Stop.
Or I'm just a nosy
What do
bitch.
you mean? Like, they, like.
There's a girl that keeps coming up on my TikTok that I do not follow. And very sadly, she's needs a new liver. I think it's the fascination of when a body part is not working well for us, what happens to the body. I don't think it's the fascination of the person, but I like to watch their story.
Yeah.
Like, she is jaundice.
Yeah.
Her eyes are yellow. She's talking about how, how she has to get, the fluid out and, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I am interested in, like, the medical part of it. But, she just keeps coming
up.
Medical,
yeah.
That kind.
I don't know if I could watch her, like, knowing that one day I'm going to go on there and they're going to be like, oh, we lost our
I'm
friend.
Actually to the point where she was so sleepy that her sister posted about it, and I didn't go to the sister's site because I felt like then I was too invested. But it is one of those.
But I do like the doctor ones. Or do you ever see the ones? How did this turn into a TikTok?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Do you see the ones where, like, the gross feet get pedicures?
Oh, why do they look like they were dragged there? Like, I'll scroll past, I'll be like, whoa, ew, and then I'll go back. I'm like, wait, let me go see what it looks like.
And then you kind of got to fast forward to, like, the end, like, oh, God, yeah, okay, they look okay now.
Oh, my gosh.
I feel bad
how
about
the ones
feet.
that have the itty-bitty tiny little toenails, and then they put the acrylic on them, and they look like a normal toenail?
Really?
Yeah, have you seen
those? I need
those?
that for my pinky. Do you have a pinky toenail? You got a pinky toenail, don't you?
Yeah.
Lucky.
I have two, actually. Like, I have one on each side, which is nice. You don't have a pinky toenail?
I mean, it's like...
It's like a sliver.
Listen. Just the other day, I go to my sister, I go, look at my toenail nail. I go, it looks like a jagged little pill. If you remember that album, you're
Alanis.
You're old enough to know. It's like so tiny. Like when I paint my toenails, I just like on it, like, and I'm like, whatever doesn't stick to the nail will wash off in the shower.
Did something happen traumatically to it?
No, me and my sister, I feel like a lot of people, hey, let's take a vote on Facebook. Who here has a toenail on their pinky toe? Who doesn't?
So
I bet you wouldn't. You would be surprised.
Okay, we're
going to
do that tonight. I'll put that out tonight.
Okay.
So I am fine. My toes are fine, but I'll tell a story real quick. We're going to end with this.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with retail.
With feet.
It has to do with feet and listening to your mom.
Oh, God.
So it was Easter. I had my brand new white sandals on.
Yes.
And we were a big horseshoe playing family. So if you don't know what horseshoes are, it's the old version of bags.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It's the 70s, 80s, a little bit of 90s. It's called horseshoes. Look it up. You got these metal stakes, and you throw what are actually horseshoes.
Yeah.
And you get ringers, and you get like a leaner is 2 points, and next to it is 1 point.
Yeah.
And it's very similar to bags. It's probably where it originated from.
Probably, yeah.
It's Easter. Family's coming over. My parents always hosted Easter. Big family. And my dad is getting the horseshoe pit ready. You have to, or horseshoe pits, I guess, and you have to measure it because it has to be a certain amount. These people were serious, you know. It's like volleyball teams,
right?
Bag teams, you know.
Right.
And my mom said, you can go out and help your dad. Don't get dirty. Don't do anything. So what do? The rebel that I am, I'm going to go help dad. And I grab one of these metal stakes and put it through my toe.
Oh, God.
And spent... I think it was Easter. at the doctor's.
Oh my God.
I think my mom took me to the doctor. She's a nurse, so she probably just like wrapped it up and was like, "You're fine.
Sure
take
you
a
went
Tylenol."
Monday.
Yeah, I'm sure I went Monday afternoon.
Tuesday.
Yeah, maybe Tuesday morning when she worked.
She was like, "Wow, that looks really."
So
infected.
I do have. Yeah. Very fortunate though. I do have a toenail, but it's split in half. But not really. Like only when it starts to grow, you realize that it's split in half.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we just got onto feet. But listen to your mom. Don't do stakes and all that fun stuff because you could lose a toe.
Oh God.
I thought I lost my toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I actually remember doing it. I remember running out there and grabbing it because I don't remember much from my childhood. I do remember that.
Well, that was probably pretty traumatic.
Probably.
Which generally you would probably block out, but
weird, right?
Yeah.
Maybe because I did it to myself. Everything that people did to me, I blocked out. This was my fault. So I remember it.
Only self-inflicted wounds.
I also remember learning on a banana bike. Look that up too with the banana seat and hitting a tree and the handlebar hit my eye.
Oh my God.
Again, I did that to myself. I can remember hitting the tree. And then I remember crying and my dad's like, "You're fine. Go back in the house by your mom," because my mom's a nurse.
Yeah.
Funny.
I had my shoelace got wrapped around the pedal and I couldn't pedal anymore.
Oh my gosh.
And I was going downhill and I just into the bushes. Yeah. And my grandma's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I can't move my foot."
Maybe that's something else we should ask everyone. What's the most traumatic thing that happened to you as a child? We could probably get some dark stories, but it'll be fun. Spooky season.
You know what I'm really excited for on TikTok? Pumpkin videos.
Oh, man.
Pumpkin carving videos.
Oh, man. They're so good.
Yeah.
I have a hard time watching all that stuff because I'm not good at it. My toxic trait is that I can be good at everything. And then I'm like, wow, these people are amazing. I'm nothing. You want to go to anxiety real quick?
You know what? I'm just thinking about all the onesies that we did at Bree's baby shower, and everyone's like, "Whose is that out there?" I'm like, "Meredith's. It's Meredith's." I know. It looks lifelike, doesn't it?
Oh, God. All right. Well, anyways, that was a randomness, but
somebody tag me in the TikTok that does a live salon with the silicone faces.
That's amazing. Don't tag me in anything.
Tag me in it.
They're like, which account? They're both Clopen. Oh, but you personally. Yeah. You have a personal one.
Well, whoever you tag it in, she'll let me know if it's her.
All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye,
Thanks
guys.
for listening. Bye.
Spooky.
Spooky season.
Did you get new nails?